I have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the 80th edition of the Community Pulse. We're in for another fantastic show. This week, we have Laurie's Mishmosh co-hosting. Our featured artist is Russ 8889. And to those of you who don't know, Russ is probably one of the busiest artists that I've ever come across. And you're going to get to know what I'm talking about in just a short while. I have a challenge out there. Obviously, that opening track was Unshackled Spirit, also known as Sal Caruso, a really good friend of so many of ours in these communities. The song is titled Who the Essa Joka. So if somebody can tell me who the Essa Joka is, I will buy you an album of your choice from BANDCAMP, from Unshackled Spirits channel. So Sal, if you're watching, if you get the right answer, that's who I'm purchasing an album for. All right, so fantastic song, great opener. As you all know, at the beginning of the show, I shout out some of these notable music streaming channels. There are so many out there now. These communities have grown to something so large. But these are who I feel I owe the most gratitude towards for helping me out personally, and watching how many other amazing artists these shoutouts have helped out throughout the 5 years that I've been on YouTube. And we always start off with Jade Starr. She does amazing interviews. I don't think there's one artist within our close-knit community that she hasn't interviewed. As a matter of fact, I think she started to re-interview. And she introduces us to so many amazing new talents. Just a fantastic interview show, as well as a whole bunch of other shows throughout the week. But this one, the live interviews, is every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Please go over now. I just saw in the chat that she did post this week's show. And DJ probably has the link by now. Then we go to Metalhead Hippie. Metalhead Hippie, you know, I'm going to say, if you didn't come through Pete Johns, you definitely came through Metalhead Hippie. He is doing well. I saw some videos. He still pops up some random pop-ups and hangouts and stuff like that. So he is around. He's looking fantastic. His health looks pretty good. So hope to see him even more soon. Chad Freeman, Ham Sunday on Tuesday. Chad just lost his grandmother. So our hearts go out to Chad's family. Please stop by his channel and offer up some love for Mama. Francis and Ian with the replay every other Sunday at 8 p.m. I think they've taken the summer off, but I'll continue to shut them out until they tell me not to. And it's a fantastic show. It too has been around for over 5-6 years, so well before my time here on YouTube. Thomas Christ, You Rock, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Tom is just in the middle of celebrating his 200th episode. I hope I got that right. So every Wednesday, all you have to do is fill out a form, hit submit, and your music will be played. And same with Pete Johns, who we call the gateway into these communities, if not directly, indirectly. Every Sunday at 7 p.m., it's a Your Music Live. That's how I came into the community, looking for some hardware and updates on certain equipment, new stuff that I wasn't familiar with. So I found Your Music Live on, I think it was January 4th, 2022. Yeah. Anyways, episode number 83. Won't forget that. All right. And then, Laurie's Mishmosh. The heart and soul of these communities. As I say every week, everybody wants a piece of Laurie, whether it's in collab, whether it's on her show, whether it's just to say, I know Laurie. She's just an amazing soul. And does so much. She is what I call the glue in these communities, and I don't think I'm alone. I've heard that said many times. The Friday Night Hang, every Friday at midnight. She kickstarts the weekend. So please go check that out, and we're going to hear more from Laurie. So every week, as you all know, we have a featured channel, and I have a lot of moderators on my channel, and sometimes neglected. At the beginning of these shows, when I had these artists on, I didn't create any type of montage for them. So I'm featuring this week, we are featuring Mike and Don Genesi Music. Their channel is posted at the top of the chat and will be throughout the show. Mike and Don are two beautiful individuals. I'm going to read a couple little points that I took from their YouTube channel. A couple of kids from the 70s, recording and creating videos of our songs catalog and more. Mike needed harmony, and in the adventure of our newfound faith, we joined in marriage, family, music, and ministry. Don, a retired nurse, and Mike, a retired pastor, entrepreneurial in spirit while sharing positive vibe ballads, songs of worship, and a little rock for the road. Style is Lennon, Rundgren, Carpenters, Olivia, jazz fusion, soft rock, Americana, 70s and 80s. Just brilliant music, and I will add, it's one of my aunt's favorite artists. This is Mike and Don.
You were ahead of me, had your hand on the pulse. I was holding back, looking for guaranteed results. You tried to show me why it was time to move on out. I was a bit confused, filled with a touch of doubt. I'm sorry it took so long. I'm sorry it took so long. Oh, I'm sorry it took so long. I find peace, I find joy from the touch of your love. Why fret about the things, my friend, that you can't control? Why toss and turn inside and vex your soul? You can poison your mind to you say,
I won't let you go. You can count on me in all your pain and grief.
if you move on to the left, they say you should have moved to the right. No matter how you twist and turn it, they're out for blood both day and night.
Lend your ear to me, I will call on you as long as I live, as long as I live. Because you lent your ear to me, I will call on you.
Oh, such grace to my soul, you now give rest. Running the show far too long, putting your 2 cents in where it don't belong. You've been so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful to me. So beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful to me. It's a beautiful sunny day, so let's get on our way to dance and prance and reach for love.
It is so beautiful. Amazing stuff. There was a couple of glitches. Unfortunately, I uploaded the video again from work, and when I transfer files, I guess I did something wrong. But beautiful, beautiful music. Thank you, Mike and Don, for allowing me to feature your channel this evening. Yeah, so before we bring on the featured co-host, I'd like to announce that everybody from this stream at 9 o'clock will be, right after this show, sorry, will be dumped over to Vince Gianella's show stream tonight. And that starts at 9 o'clock. And we're going to be closing the show tonight with Mary, our good friend from Italy, but I know she can't stay up that long. But we'll be closing the show tonight with Change the World, her rendition of it. And that's it. Thank you all for coming tonight. Let's bring on our featured co-host, Laurie's Mishmosh. What are you doing? Can you add yourself? There you go. Yeah, I'll unmute you. Gotcha.
Sorry. Hi, everybody. Hi, Frankie.
Laurie, what's going on?
Nothing. You know what? I was in here the whole time. It's just
what?
because you had it full screen. You couldn't see it. And I just realized it because when I clicked on my image, it said remove. And I'm like, remove? I've been here the whole time?
Oh, and I saw that too. And I'm thinking, what do you mean remove? I can't get around.
Good thing. I got to spit out my cough drop because I'm coughing still. How are you? I'm so excited to be here for Russell.
I know. And you know, I'm going to tell you, just
Yeah.
before you went for your smoke,
What smoke?
what did you say? Russ is just going to come on all chill, like, you know, like nothing. And as soon as you left,
Exactly.
Russ comes in with a cigarette dangling from his mouth and is just sitting back. And
He's a pro. He's a pro. That's what I said. Yeah, a lot of people show up early for the show. You get nerves coming on here.
yeah,
You know, and I said, oh, Russ will be here at 7:14. He doesn't give a shit.
yeah.
But I'm psyched for everybody to talk to Russ with me.
Yes, and
Totally.
he handpicked you, so I'm loving it. All right.
I know why too.
Okay, I don't, but we're gonna find out. You as the feature co-host, you get a selection,
Yeah.
and you know, you've done this before. It doesn't have to be a song that I'm involved in, but it is. And
Had to.
you chose Gold, and Yeah. I mean, was that the first collab I did?
That was just the first collab, yeah.
Yeah.
And probably your first cover on YouTube, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was
yes,
fun,
it
and
was.
I
I just wasn't sure.
People have seen it, but I'd love to see it again because it's fun. I actually included the bloopers too, which was our behind the scenes, not bloopers, but
Yeah, I've got it. That'll come on right after, but
Yeah.
that's quite funny.
We had a
it's
lot of
like I
fun with
reached
this
out to
one.
Russ, or was it Gary? It's like, is she serious? So she's telling me how to dress, what to wear.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's my thing, not my shtick.
That's funny.
I was like, you gotta wear a 70s outfit, and yeah, you did. You delivered.
I delivered. It cost me money. I had to buy it. Okay.
All my outfits cost me money, Frankie. Join the club. It's a write-off.
It's a write-off.
I had to buy
yeah.
the Stevie Nicks dress. I'm like, I need a flowy dress.
My whole YouTube journey is a write-off. I'm
Right?
bankrupt. All right.
Yeah.
Let's play this song, Gold. It's John Stewart and Stevie Nicks cover. And it features, obviously, Laurie's Mishmosh, Gary Hubbs, Hugh Caldwell, and 11 drums and myself. Yeah. And how old was 11 drums on this one? Are we allowed to say?
Yeah, I think it was 16 still?
Yeah.
Or 14? Yeah. It's been a while.
Amazing drummer, and what a kit. All right, let's
Awesome.
let's give it a spin so we can bring Russ on.
When the lights go down in the California town, people are in for the evening. I jump into my car and I throw in my guitar, my heart beating time with my breathing. Driving over canyon, singing to my soul. There's people out there turning music into gold. Oh, my body Jim Bass, he's a working pumping gas, and he makes 250 for an hour. He's got rhythm in his hands as he's tapping on the cans. Sings rock and roll in the shower. Driving over canyon, singing to my soul. There's people out there turning music into gold. Oh, them California girls are the greatest in the world. Each one a song in the making. Singing right to me, I can hear the melody. The story is there for the taking. Driving over canyon, singing to my soul. There's people out there turning music into gold. Driving over canyon, singing to my soul. There's people out there turning music into gold. When the lights go down in the California town, people are in for the evening. I jump into my car and I throw in my guitar, my heart beating time with my breathing. Driving over canyon, singing to my soul. There's people out there turning music into gold. rocking on the radio. People out there turn the music into golden gold. Slipping down the back road. People out there turn the music into golden gold.
Gotta say no.
People out there turn the music into golden gold.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, here we go. Nice green screen. Tangled.
Fuck, man. What's due to my fucking wall, bros? Damn.
All right, Laurie, that better fucking do. I'm exhausted. I don't want to go home.
Love it.
That was fun.
I had so much more footage of you too, swearing at me. You're like, this suit is so hot. I want to get out of the studio. Can I take the stupid suit off? That was awesome. Good times, good memories. You guys are awesome. So talented.
That was a lot of fun. Yes. Thank you for getting me out of my shell.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm not big on covers. It's no secret. All right.
Let's
This
do
is
it.
what everybody's been waiting for. There you go. Whatever that was.
I have a drum roll, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, Russ 8889. Yes.
Yay!
Up there, and I'll just tuck away down here.
I will unmute him.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Russ.
Russ.
Oh,
Did you unmute
he's still
him?
muted. No, he's fucking with him. Yeah. Took me 2 seconds.
Yeah, we're rookies. We're rookies. He just
Oh,
he just outed us.
I don't know if I'm all right because like I've been getting a cold this week, so my voice is a bit hoarse this week. So hopefully, Laurie, you understand me.
what? So you have a hoarse voice, and I have a hoarse head. I love it.
Well,
I'm
we're
coughing
matched up.
We hope to hear you, but maybe your mic can come up a little louder, though. Does everybody else agree with me?
Yeah, possibly. Is that
Maybe.
bad? Is that bad now?
Did you do anything?
No.
Sounds the same to me. Oh, Jade's going to give you a hard time all night long. You know she is.
Well, that's all right.
She's like,
That's
who's the
why I
homeless
didn't
guy?
go on here to interview me. You think I'm stupid?
Yeah. So I'll be coughing too, so don't worry about it. Actually, I'm going to mute for a second. So I want to start out by saying that I was so touched when Frank said, I'm going to have Russ on the show, and he wants you to interview him. And I said, oh my
Well-
God, really? I said, why not Jade? They're like best friends. And he goes, well, because he thinks it's funny that you don't understand him. I'm like,
Yeah, that's quite correct.
what am I going to freaking amuse you, Russ?
Totally. If I'm going to sit here for 2 hours, I want to enjoy myself. Don't I?
Well, very sweet. Some of you may not know this unless you're also come to my channel, but I got to meet Russ in person. Was it
Yeah,
2 years
we
now?
did. Yeah, 2 years ago now.
2 years
Wow.
ago. Russ actually, so he's from the UK, but he was visiting his wife in New York. So he was in New England in the US and got to meet Brad. That was the whole point, right? Getting together with Brad, and I have an idea.
Brad in Boston with Dave. I have an idea.
Yeah.
We met yourselves, then Ron and Jenny, Wolfstone Studios, come up.
Yes.
So we had dinner with them. So
That was so awesome. We had a good time. I actually have some pictures here that I saved. So there's us doing our first little selfie together. Jade probably made
There
us
you
make
go.
it out at some point, but yeah. And here,
I think I asked Laurie if she photoshopped you.
Yeah, no, you can tell him this when he's not. Look, I told everybody they have to make a face. I'm like one of those people that come to parties and be like, okay, now everybody has to be silly. But, they all get aggravated with me. But then at the same time, they're all like, oh, can you forward me those pictures? So yeah, there's Brad in the middle, and I have an idea. And of course, Russ making a silly face. And those two guys were Dave's friends that were in the studio and hanging out too later that night. That was fun. And then I have this one of us. Yay!
Yeah, it was a
Love
good
it.
time.
It was. And then
time in Boston, like, totally was a total experience. Is
Yeah.
all I can say about that trip. And
I
like
recall.
Brad and Dave made that so enjoyable for me. I've got a memory for the rest of my life that will keep me laughing forever.
Yay. And if you don't know the whole story, we don't have time tonight to go into it, but go look at Jay did a live interview with them that night, and you can hear the story over and over from Brad and what happened with like where they were staying and the fiasco there. And then Jay didn't know that I was visiting them. So while they were live, I popped into the room and jumped up behind them. And she's like, of course, Laurie Mishmosh is there. She's everywhere. So that was the surprise to Jay too, but it was really awesome meeting you and getting to hug you. I love to hug my friends. So, and he does smell good. I told Jade. I told Jade he smells good. Anyhow, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to learn so much about you. I think I either met you through Jade or Metalhead Hippie Show. I can't even recall which one it was.
Yeah, it would have been either. I kind of started going to Metalhead Hippie through going to Jade's channel. She was saying, "Oh, you should go over there."
Yeah.
But obviously, like, I was thinking, oh, Metalhead Hippie, why would I want to go over there? Like, the name kind of puts you off.
Right.
Metalheads, like, that's not really my bag. So, but, yeah, no, I was surprised. So, I sent in a track to Hippie, he played it, and yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Now, I didn't get to know you personally until I saw you starting to co-host with Jade. And my first impression of you is this guy is a freaking riot. Oh my God, he is so funny. I knew you as, the friend of Jade and co-host during, like, she would do the roasts and all that before I really knew your music. And I just assumed, I know you hate the Beatles, but I for some reason I would just assume that you were like a metalhead.
That's what I was going to open the show with.
With a Beatles song? Yeah. Oh, is Liz here? Hi, Liz.
Oh.
Hi, Liz.
I can't hug him now, but I had to that one day. But anyhow, but then I heard your music and I was like, oh my God, he does this like amazing, like electronic dance stuff, which I'm totally into. Like, I just didn't expect that from you. You do everything, but that was one of the main things that I remember when I first heard your music. But I want to go through a timeline with you. I'm not going to go like from the day you were born.
Yeah. No.
I want to start with when you started, because I think people will find this interesting. Anyhow, my point is I thought you were really funny, and then I got to know you and I'm like, nicest, kindest heart this guy Russ has. It's not just a funny guy and the things you see as we do online, but just the nicest guy. And we'll go into some of the things that he does, but let's start back when you were DJing, and we're going back to like, you started in 1985.
Yeah.
And that's how you, where your music started. And forgive me, I have to turn my AC on. I'm like sweating balls over here. Give me 1 second. But go ahead, Ansel.
No problem. Yeah, 1985 was when I was starting to do it and getting paid, and I was doing a lot of friends' parties, and I was just really doing stuff for friends at the time. It wasn't anything that was, mega serious. And then started doing stuff in a pub, and then people say, oh, can you do this, can you do that, and it just kicked off from there, I suppose.
So you had all like the spin tables and stuff to do this, like back then? Was it a wiki
yeah I mean,
record scratching type stuff?
Yeah, like I was all into, like, when I was into music, I got into it through hip hop and electro music. So that's kind of where I stepped in with my interest. And then DJing, I got my set of record decks when I was probably 16. So yeah, I would have got me. I'm trying to think if I was 7. I might have been 17 because I tend to recall picking them up in the car.
Yeah.
Well, I say picking them up in the car. I actually did pick them up in the car. I managed to get my record decks. They were doing a music show somewhere out in Kent, and they had brought down a black 12 pen and silver 1200 Technics record decks, and I was like, well, who wants a black one and a silver one? I want either 2 silver or 2 black.
Yeah.
So I refused to pay for them because they didn't have what I had, right?
Yeah.
So I said I'll give them cash on delivery, and I give them my friend's address because I was at work, like he would have been in, right? So I got home, went to my friend's house. Where's my record decks? He's like, oh, they haven't turned up. I was like, oh, shit. And I got home and my mum said, oh, my neighbour's had a delivery for you today. And I was like, really? What's that? And my mum was out, she was at work, and they delivered the decks to my home address. And I wasn't in, obviously. That's why I had them to my friend's address. So my neighbour took them in, and the driver didn't ask for any money, so I never paid for them.
Very cool. Well, I'm sure Jade asked you what your first album given to you was, but we didn't realize you stole your albums.
Well,
you didn't tell us that.
Yeah. Frank, do you need to do shout outs?
Yes, I'm going to do some shout outs.
We could go on and on.
We can maybe kickstart the first song. I'll let you both go at that. All right, so as you all know, we do these shout outs. These are a lot of the premieres that happen throughout the week. Again, we have well over 100 in the playlist that we created. That's the Community Pulse 80th edition with Russ's pretty face on it, and that I took from Jade's show. So there's the link for the 80th edition playlist. All right, DJ Big Red with the community calendar. Please go check that out. He does a lot of work behind the scenes for the Community Pulse. A lot of amazing stuff. Adam Holtz, Need Your Lovin', Music Connects People, Andreina Amakuchi. She's a brilliant artist, and I'm so glad we featured her channel a few weeks ago. And she was kind of giving up on music, so please go offer up some support. She's a very good friend. Robin Rendell, Wordman, with Old Black Gang. And then our Canadian, Martin Kelly. Some people say that they're bored. Brian Drums, The Long and Winding Road. 11 Drums, the next episode. Enigma Bird, featuring Cecilia Noelli. Gary Schaefer and the Picking Pilot. A Brighter Day. My good friend Mary from Italy. She gets one of those too. Yay! All right. This Love Drives Me Crazy. Umar Kane cover. Wayek, aka No Arrow. They're going to be on the show in 2 weeks. So nice. I'm really looking forward to yet another Canadian out there. All right. This song that they released this past week was One on the Line. All right. Then we got Laurie's Mishmosh and JDL, who released Waiting for Love. Avicii cover. Excellent work by both of you, Laurie and JDL. So both the links are there. Rhodey's Jam Cave did a Tuesday night live. Man, there was a lot of people, and that was a lot of fun.
So much
to be a part of. Yeah, and actually lasted till I think 10 o'clock. before I crashed.
You were up late last night too.
Yeah, I know. And I paid for
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Sunshine Archer, The End.
Hi, Tom.
Dell, See Life. Dell was very busy this week. A couple of real cool tracks, maybe 3 of them. Cubic Lover 1972. Just a heads up on my up and coming premiere.
Yeah,
I
cool.
didn't realize it was here, but I might as well shout it out now. It's this coming Saturday at September 20th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So please go check that out. There's not much happening on a Saturday except for a round of golf. Sonic Grace, Shattering Illusions, Tony McGreal, Spanish Steps. I'm gonna just do a few more. Nura's guitar channel, amazing stuff if you're a beginner guitarist. Really cool stuff. Darbus bass covers. Hobbs had a good track, and I'm gonna stop right here because, as most of you know, one of my favorite shows is Thomas Christ You Rock 200th episode and 4-year celebration part 2. Please go check that out. Yeah, I even got to send in a sneak peek of a song that I have for my next album next February. So
Awesome.
I'm going to stop there.
And you probably won't mention this, but you have a premiere coming up Thursday.
Oh, yes. This
It's not
coming
out there yet,
Thursday,
though.
it's set up. It's the song I wrote for my beautiful wife, Shauna, as you all know.
Hi, Shauna.
And yeah, it means a lot to me.
So cool.
Yeah. So
And Liz is here. That's Russ's wife. So hi, Liz. Hope you're feeling well. It's awesome to see you here.
yes.
But she's saying that there's a funny story. We're not going to mention it now because she's going to save the story for Jade, exclusive rights to Jade. But funny story about how you two met. All right, so let's take you back. So now you're DJing. You're buying your first record. You're just DJing for fun. When did you really? You do. You're not just a YouTube schmuck like me. You don't just put out songs here for fun. You actually worked in a lot of music industries.
Yeah, so I went from there. I started DJing at illegal raves. So the rave scene in the UK started getting big. 87, 88, 89. That's why my name's Russ 88, 89, because of the years 88 and 89 were...
What happens at a rave? Is it like Studio 54? I've never been to one. I don't know.
I don't think he wants to answer that.
But first of all, can you guys hear me? So Dawn asked me to turn my mic down so she could turn you both up without me being cranked. Do we sound okay now?
Are we good?
Yeah,
Anyhow, so we don't have to talk about what happens at a rave, but I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, there's music playing and people are dancing, right? I mean, what you got to remember is in the UK, when that scene started, you had like 40, 50,000 people dancing in the field. You know, it's not like going to a club. It's not like the way that you think of it. It was like a Woodstock every weekend for 2 years.
So I can imagine that this is going to sound rude, but you probably partied a lot. Did that have something to do with your stroke? Do you think? I'm just curious.
I mean, I would say it was a fair payoff.
Yeah. But we'll get into that. We're not even up to the year that you had the stroke yet, but I mean, it's amazing. Everything that you do, you have to work twice as hard to do it. And you do with one side of your body pretty much. So everything that you edit and the music that you make.
Yeah, well, you know, everything's a challenge, right? Whatever you do. So
it's a challenge for me all the time, yeah.
It's just I guess it's taking it. You either think of what you can't do or think of what you can do. And
I love that.
Go for what I can do, right? So.
Yes. You always have had a positive attitude. And I know you've faced a lot of tough times that we're going to get into, especially this past year. But I want to know more about still when you started creating music. Like how did you're pretty big. You're pretty big in like Japan.
Yeah, so so yeah, I mean, we started off so I got together with a friend. I was interested. I didn't know how to make music, right? When I was playing records, I could hear other sounds in the records and always think, it'd be good if it just had this. It'd be good if it just had that. But I didn't know how you got to there. And a friend of mine, he had a friend he was going to college with who already had just started with an Atari computer and a keyboard. So he was using, I think it was Pro 24 on the Atari. And he come
So
round,
not the game console. There was actually an Atari keyboard. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what did you do? Funky stuff with an Atari? Okay. Joystick?
Yeah. I mean, you could use it for everything, right? But
Yeah.
it had MIDI ports on the Atari. That was the thing that made it different to the other computers that were out there. It had a way that you could make it talk to your other equipment. So
Yeah. Wow.
So once my friend showed me you could play something in and then it played it back, I was blown away. I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, right, can you put this sound over this bit on this record? And obviously trying to sync a record up playing and sync up your stuff is difficult. And then you find out, you need a sampler to do this. So at the time I was working for Chubb Alarms as an alarm engineer, and they offered me £5,000 in redundancy money because they shut the office I was working at.
Nice.
And that was the price of an Akai sampler. So I bought the Akai sampler, left work, my mate left college, and we just sat up in a room and I was renting a room in the top of a house. We just started messing around trying to make music.
I love that.
I had a big record collection so we could pull samples, and like it was different. A lot of the stuff was sample based back then. There wasn't, you didn't have to, be a studying musician to make dance music. That was the appeal. You could use electronic drum machines, didn't need a drummer, you use keyboard.
It's like today.
Yeah, so you were self-reliant. The thing was, you didn't have to go external and rely on someone else and spend years learning the craft, right? Yeah. You just, you learn as you went along.
I love it. Do you want to talk about, do you want to get a song in, Frank?
Yeah.
We should probably throw one in.
We should. We got 5 of them tonight.
Yeah, I think this first one is is it a montage?
Yeah, the first 4 are. This one's called Pulse, Russ 8889. Tell us what you
So this is like a montage of me working under Russ 8889 and the sort of history of me, my earlier stuff, and the sort of stuff I'm doing now. So it will show you a bit of a spectrum of what I'm doing, I guess. For people who don't know what I do, this is more for what it's for.
Sweet.
Beautiful. This is
I think
awesome.
Russ sounds great now. He sounds loud. Am I too soft now or am I good?
I don't know. How's the balance? Thank you, Jade. I figured I just learned something new backstage. Now. Are you two? Is Laurie okay for sound? Well, we've got the
testing
the blessing.
1 2. Testing 1 2.
You can turn it up a little bit, Laurie, backstage. All right, let's give this a spin. This is the Pulse Russ 8889.
I've been putting on some new music today. I gotta check out you guys, man.
You can go to Russ 8889. This where I said we had him on last week. He's actually an icon. He started I want to say he started like his sound, because I feel like the Chicago house started going to that tech house sound a little bit harder, went from that real vocally house. The UK sound had a big influence on it, and this man here was South Circular Records back in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, and had a huge influence.
Oh yeah. You're muted.
I'm glad, I was speaking Italian. I didn't need to speak. My arms are waving.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a stupid question, and I don't want anybody to laugh at me out there. But what is ECCY? Oh no!
Because I was just trying
Laurie's
to Google
look
myself.
is like you're an idiot.
No, I didn't know either. I'm laughing that you
good.
said that. They're saying it in the chat. I don't know.
What, Eki?
Eki?
Oh, Eki?
Does it stand for something filthy?
Oh no, we don't want to know.
Forget it. Yeah, forget it. We'll look at the BAFTA. Oh, Jade can tell me. I love
It's
that.
nothing. It's nothing that bad.
Oh! I should have known that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Thanks, Allie.
We just called it X,
All right.
maybe. Yeah. X, not Eki.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that just reminded me of all the dance clubs I used to go to that music. But my dance club days were like in the 90s, though. But still, you come in, it's that deep bass, and the lights are going everywhere, and the smoke, and your hair is up to here, and you're wearing a tight black dress.
Do you break dance?
You talking to Russ or me? Russ, one of his arms is a limp. How's he supposed to break dance? Why you make a spin on it? You can do this, the worm.
Yeah, I'll go round in circles, all right?
Yeah. Awesome.
I love it. All right, I'm going to do some shout-outs, and we'll go back to this.
Go for it.
Harriet B., To Love Again. JJ Ukulele, Stony Lobo cover. Crow Des Alexander. Metalhead Hippie was, as I mentioned earlier, still does some pop-ups and whatnot. Poison Whales, I think there was 2 or 3 tracks this week. This one's titled This Skin. Emperorism, E-Jam. Robbie Stingle, The Busy Beaver, a song called Fell. Tracy Melly, 10 Decades of Fashion. Johanna Lynn, Afterburner. I think there was 2 from Johanna back to back. Turtle Drum. Country Walking, new channel to at least to the Pulse, but I've noticed that he seems to be everywhere. It's amazing. And a lot of great stuff that he posts. This one spectacular view of this and a mad dash back to the car park. Please go check out that channel. Mike Shaner, gonna have him as a featured channel soon. Amazing Grace cover. Catherine McChrystal and Johnny Amish. Half. That's for Johnny. All right. Yeah, amazing collaboration. Far Away From Here. Tremor Bear, Going Up. Elevator music for hashtag Songtember. And remember, everybody, it is Songtember. And I was going to remind me later about that, Russ. Amy Wallace, a brilliant vocalist. Laurie and I got to do a collab with her. Amazing stuff for the Canadian Child Cancer Canada.
Yes, yeah.
Beautiful track. Forest of the Wolf, Stephen Ernie, Synthworks put out a beautiful track, and Anthony Rufo, New York Jet Blues. Yeah, there's a lot of blues going on there. All right, I'm going to stop there for now.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it's all yours, Laurie.
All right. Always a ton of good music being put out. Hi, Mountain Man. Welcome. And Robbie. All right. So we're at you DJing. You got money now to set up to be able to do your own mixes. You got albums. When did you start?
Yeah,
money.
I mean, everything started sort of the late 80s, early 90s. Like we had 3 records that we done, that me and my friend had done, and that was literally pressing them up, going out with them in the boot of the car and going around the shops and just putting them in and see what happened.
Yeah.
Like, we was lucky. We just dropped we had no idea what we was doing, right? We just had these records pressed and we'd gone off. And we dropped them at radio stations. We dropped them at record shops. We put them in places. And we dropped one at Radio 1. And John Peel was working there at the time. And any record that turned up at Radio 1 and they didn't know who it was for, they just used to put in the John Peel section because he played everything, right? And we were driving home from a club one night and we was like, oh, shit, that's our record. Like, he'd picked up our record and started playing it. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, so, like, we were lucky, but that, made us be able to sell our first lot of records, and then that financed the next one. Then we met up in 1991 with a guy that was DJing in bigger clubs and doing stuff. So we hooked up with him, and we started our record company, SCR. We run that for probably 10 years. Released, I don't know, 30 odd tracks or so.
So this is a living for you at this point.
Yeah, no, for 10 years that was it.
Wow.
That's all. That's all I was doing. So
Awesome.
And that's why I love this community, getting to hang around with you all that had done this for a living.
Yeah.
I know there's many artists that are still recording music from their chair and whatnot. But it's always so exciting when I get to hear these stories. Like, it's just beautiful. There's
so much knowledge out there, like beyond what I could do, obviously. But just to have friends that are, it's like, oh wow, I'm in awe. My friend does that.
Yeah, but it never seemed like that. It didn't seem like work, right?
Yeah.
So
I would love to be able to do music for a living.
So I eventually was renting a house that we turned into studio space, and there was, I don't know, we used to go out 3 times a week, and we used to work from 2:00 in the afternoon till 7 in the evening every day. We used to do 1 EP a month, so that was 4 tracks.
Nice.
So so a track a week. So that was, you was fixed on, that was your work schedule. Now, yourself, sometimes you can do tracks quick, and sometimes they take a bit longer. So them days, we couldn't move on to the next track because we didn't want to reset all the mixing desk up. So
finished.
So you would want to get everything right as good as you could in the first week. The end of the week, mix it down, go away the weekend, listen to it, alter it on Monday if it needs altering, and then pull the faders back, start the next track.
Now, so when did you meet Liz? Like, what years are we talking about here? Were you dating the whole time that you were doing the music?
No, I didn't meet Liz until later than that. So it would have been around 2000.
Get it right. She's listening. Oh, okay.
No.
Not your anniversary. Wow. Okay.
Because the first time we actually, there's a story, but in 2010.
She says 2000. You're about 10 years off.
10 years off.
Wow. Okay, so you said you in the radio stations. Is that the BBC radio? I thought I read or you told me that you were number 2 in Japan.
Yeah, we had a track that that was a bit crazy.
It wasn't just luck this time. Come on.
Yeah, we actually were doing a track with Sony, and they come to London because they wanted to, like, the track was doing well out in Japan. Well, I had no idea. We didn't have a clue, right? We just knew it was doing okay. And then these guys arranged to meet us at a hotel in London, so we turn up. Now, we can't speak any Japanese, and this guy can't speak any English.
Oh,
Like, now the tradition is you give them a gift and they give you a gift. So a business card or like that's like we had fuck all. Like so we drove up there, met this guy, and then you know he nodded and you know we give him a record and come home again. It was like, what the fuck was that all about? You know? But then about 3 weeks later, they sent us plane tickets, and we was like, oh, what the fuck's this? And like, we got a fax through saying, oh, could you come out and perform? And we was like, no, but we'll come out. So we agreed to go. I forget who the DJ was. Takeo Tinoshi. I can't remember his name. Go to this club in Japan, and they just went, "Oh, this is Dog Tracks," and like put a light on us, and then played the song, and that was it. We had a 3-day trip in Japan, and
nice.
Yeah.
But you make money though. Were you guys like rich?
I wouldn't say we was rich. Like, I would say the best way to say it was easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
You know, like there was 3 of us. We were making a living. It was worth our while not to do our jobs. Like, so,
yeah,
you know, we were making money. Like you could, like. Basically, in them days, a record would cost £2 and you would sell it for £4. So you're doubling your money on.
Yeah.
Obviously, the more you can sell, the more money you make, right? And
absolutely, yeah.
We were lucky. We had a promotional company sending out all our stuff to the DJs, and that was getting us licensing deals. And like, I would get the phone ring at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd think, what the fuck? And it would be
You're
a fax.
doing drugs anyhow.
yeah, but a fax would be rolling in. I probably weren't even in. I was probably at the club.
Yeah.
But a fax would come in, and it would be someone wanting to license a track. And that was fine, because that didn't matter to me anyway. You'd say they'd want to license a track for 5 years and have the rights to it. And I'd say, yeah, of course you can. And I'd just put it out anyway. So fuck it.
Wow. So Dawn asked if we have any old pictures of you, and it's so funny. She must have read my mind, because I want to see what you looked like when you were in those party days. Like, did you still have the long hair? And
we didn't take cameras to places. You joking?
What? You don't have any pictures?
What do you think? They walked around with Polaroid cameras?
Well, like maybe a high school picture or something. Polaroid camera. That's true. There's no phones back then, but yeah, you must have pictures of yourself, not at the party scene, but when you're from your youth. They're not here anyhow. What are we going to do about it?
Yeah, I've got pictures from my youth, sure, but yeah, not really.
You know, she wants to post them.
Yes.
I mean, it would have been like from 1988. I would have had the same sort of hair all the time. I've had the longest hair since '88.
Well, I would imagine, yeah. Like the 80s disco.
All right, I'm going to do a few more shout-outs, and it's going to tie into the charity album, but maybe we'll play one more song and then we'll talk about it. Pausing Guitars with a track called Nutshell, Alaskan Rocker, beautiful little jam. Gary Hubbs celebrated the Parking Lot Warrior volume number 100. Way to go, bro.
Well done, Gary.
Yeah, he's just brilliant.
100, woo!
Yeah. Ed Pettit, who we had on last weekend.
Yeah.
A brilliant show. A Land of Numbers. Take Two drum covers. Folk and Blueser was a busy man this week. I think there was 2, and then he had a live pop-up this afternoon. Really cool stuff. Ruth Loader, and Paul O'Farrell. I think I saw Paul in the chat with a track called Lemon, a YouTube cover. Beautiful stuff, Paul.
So cool.
Folk Punk. Yes, Folk Punk had a release. I don't know how many of you caught it. Please go check it out.
I
From
did.
way back
So
in
cool.
1992 or 3.
2003.
Man, truly hashtag last standing hippie. Love this man. I guess you all know that by now. A track of when he let me hear this, and I said, well, are you going to post it? He says, as soon as I figure out what I was saying. But you got to go check it out to see what I mean. It's
Yeah, I
pretty
put the
cool
lyrics.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vintage Tone, a brilliant guitarist out of UK. City of Fog. Sam, I think his name is. Anyways, he had a few releases this week. Really cool stuff. Emery Island, Endless Summer Nights, a Richard Marx cover. Absolutely beautiful, Emery. And John Scher, Reggae Electric. Really cool stuff. All right. Don't forget, everybody, support all 3 Music for Life charity albums for Childhood Cancer Canada. It's still available. And you all know by now you have the Music for Life USA album accepting submissions. I think it's October 13th is the deadline. What else? I think I announced Cubic Lovers 1972 Saturday, September 20th stream, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Frank Terzo has a premiere coming up on Thursday at 8:02. I know, I just wanted to be weird.
Frank Terzo, hello.
Frank Terzo, 8:02 p.m. A song for my beautiful wife. What she does. Cool. And I when I was on Jade show, I have to say this because I'm really excited. When I was on Jade show, I said there's just one thing that I want to do is one day play a charity concert, and looks like my wish has come true. November 8th, I'll be performing, I think, a 7/8 song live set with I'm probably going to feature 2 or 3 from the new album, seeing as it's a little bit more rockin'.
Congrats, Freaky. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, and we are going to get a video, professional video done of it, and pretty cool stuff. A full band. It should be good. On deck, the Community Pulse, the 22nd of September, 81st edition presents Midnight Bandit. And then following that, the 29th, you all saw Wayek in the chat. It's going to be on the 82nd edition on the 29th. With Gordium co-hosting.
Cool.
And I'm going to stop there because we do have another track, and then I would like to talk about the albums if you would like. This, I know I mentioned earlier, you're just so busy and everything you touch turns to gold. And I say that it does. I know,
except his laptops. No.
Except for the laptop when you put a water bottle in the.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because I just want to say again a big thank you to people that helped me out with that, because what you're hearing tonight is a result of, this wouldn't be possible. So I appreciate that.
It's what we do
strong.
For good people, and you're good people.
Yeah. Yes.
So did you say you played a track first, or you're talking about the charity?
Yeah, and keep them busy. And like I said, everything you touch turns to gold. And I say that because it's not just, you've got a nice groove with Russ 8889. You go out of your way. You've got this thing with Vero and Lizaday, and we'll talk about that later. But the Delicate Giants, I know how important that is to you. And the music you're all creating, the guitars, it's just the production. It's just beautiful stuff. This is Pulse, the Delicate Giants. Tell us.
Yeah, it's a bit of a montage of some of the Delicate Giant stuff. Again, it's something that I like. The whole reason for me doing Delicate Giant stuff was I was sitting out in the garden one summer listening to my usual Floyd albums, which were The Wall, Wish You Was Here, Dark Side of the Moon. And I just wanted something else to play because it just didn't take the whole day up sitting outside. So I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. My cousin plays a good guitar, so let's have a go.
Nice.
And it's beautiful. And like you said earlier, you said something really cool, and I feel the exact same way. You write music that you want to hear, you know?
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and that's the way it should be. Love it. All right, let's give this a spin. This is Pulse, montage of the Delicate Giants.
and dance. I see the beauty in everything, day to night. The clouds in the sky, wonder, gracefully shifting, intricate patterns. Wish I might like an artist painting a scene on the fabric of everything.
Wow.
Woo!
Well put together.
Jenny
That's
put
just
that so well
beautiful.
too.
And
She's
I
like,
know I've got you scattered all over my BANDCAMP page anyways.
of course you
Yeah.
do. Of course you do.
It's just beautiful stuff.
But yeah, Jenny was saying I love all the eras of Russ. I mean, Russ 8889 and Delicate Giants are so different, I think. I mean, there's some similarities, but
Yeah, I mean, it's because I like a lot of music. Although I was
Oh, I am.
into dance music in a big way, I also listened to lots of other music all the way through, you know? Like, so where I would be into hip hop, then I want to find out what made hip hop. So then you go back to rare groove and funk, and, you know, that's like, if I've been going through my CDs recently because I'm moving, and I'm seeing if they still work or are they any good. And then there's so much different styles of music that I've got. It is like, you know, that I listen to records, you know.
I'm the same way, Russ. Yeah, I mean, I think when I created my channel, you know, calling it a mishmosh, because I didn't want to do one type of music. I mean, I tend to lean towards the 80s and the 70s because that's where I grew up. But
yeah,
I love
mean,
all the types.
yeah, you're gonna reflect back to what you know, right? Like, you know, like that music for me, the dance music stuff is what I done for such a long time. It's like ingrained in me. But you know what I was saying to Frank earlier, that a good song is a good song, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a dance track, it can be anything, you know.
It has to have the right elements in order to grab
Yeah,
your attention. If it has
you
those
know,
elements,
yeah,
any genre.
people pick up on stuff, and you know, sure, you like stuff, it becomes popular because it gets on the radio and you hear it, and you're kind of forced into thinking it's popular. But you know, if it's a good song, it's a good song, and it doesn't matter if it's one man and a guitar or a big orchestra.
And then just recently you created a Cat Named Vienna. Is that good? I've heard one song, which is amazing, and we're going to talk about it after, but another whole group of things. Hippie! Hi, Hippie!
Hey,
another
Jeff.
whole different type, I would say. I mean, not completely, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind... Okay, so the stuff I do with Vero is the stuff that I... Okay, so it's... Because I can't get up and dance and do dance, like, obviously I can do dance music, but I can't enjoy it as much. That stuff is very much more down tempo, sit down, and is more electronic based than like the Delicate Giant stuff. So it will be more drum breaky stuff, or like less band used elements. I didn't use purposely my cousin or Dean, or like I didn't want it just to sound like a different kind of Delicate Giants. I wanted it to be different again. I like, you know, I can visualize what I want. Like I can hear things put together, like, you know, and being able to get people to make the sound together, like the last Delicate Giants album with Jamie and Dean. You know, their additions were fantastic. And
When did you meet Jamie? He was
I met,
right?
yeah, I've met Jamie over YouTube channels over the years. So Ed B, Gary Hubbs, Jay,
And
Brad,
he's
we
here.
would have all met probably, I don't know, up to like 7 years ago in various different chats around the communities and like teaching iOS stuff. And
Yeah. Okay.
so I've
It's a
known
virtual
these
band,
guys.
right?
Yeah, so
You guys-
I've known these guys for a while. So I was so surprised when I first heard Ed B. Like when his first track come out on Metalware Hippie, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I thought you'd done the electronic music. You've been in all these, you know, learning apps and electronic stuff, and what the fuck, you know? Like, so it's good. It's a good journey, and like yourselves, Pete Johns, you know, obviously you meet up with other musicians, and but yeah, I think Jamie come through that kind of through YouTube channels, and then through Jade. You know, I wanted to speak to Jamie for about a year probably before I even had the balls to ask him would he play with me, you know?
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I was like, you know, Jamie is another top professional musician, and like, you know,
Well, he sees something in you, obviously. Yeah. Or he saw something in you.
I mean, you know, that's flattering to me because, you know, I work with these people because they are good musicians, and if you work with better musicians, then you up your game, right? Like when you're doing a collab, like you want to put your best foot down, right?
Totally, yeah. And I think I you know, I'm not offending anybody, but I touched on this a little bit when I talked about with Hugh. With a lot of people I work with, but Hugh and I are working on a song now, so he comes to for mine. But I'm like, I just want to make the song perfect because he's such a great player, but he also loves the song too. So, you know, it's different because I'm talking covers, but I totally get what you're saying when you want to bring your A game with certain people. And
yeah, like you have, right? Regardless, it's a cover. You have the whole vision, the idea for the video that you're gonna make. So you have the concept. Like is there, whether it's, you know, a cover of whatever track it may be, you're gonna make it the best you can make it, right?
Totally. Yeah, you got to put everything into it. If I can take one break, Frank, not a break from here, but I want to show something of Russ's because you made a good point that everything Russ touches turns to gold, which actually brings us back to our song Gold.
Yeah.
But I do want to show something when he first started setting up green screen, actually.
Let's do it.
Oh, fucking cunt. You fucking cunt.
Oh my gosh. So first, Frankie, I'm so sorry. I actually downloaded
probably
that.
gonna get blocked.
I bleeped out the swears, but I
Russ, you're a plumber.
like I even when I spoke to Jade before I come on here, I was like, I've got to try and make sure I don't swear.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Frank. I totally Russ,
I'm
Jade,
just glad you didn't play it just before the pianist section.
Oh, well, we're late for the penis section, by the way. It's like 10 to 9 already.
No, we got 3 songs before we get to that, so we got one more after
Very
this.
good. Woo. Thanks, Jade. You are so funny, though, getting so mad with that thing falling. Would you have it taped up behind you? There's more, but I won't show that.
Damn right.
Hysterical. We've all been there, swearing at it. You're sweating. You're trying to set up green screen and get dressed.
With one hand, you can't imagine how hard it is to try and set a green screen up. Oh, mate, it's a bastard.
Right behind you, right? When you're just trying to tape it.
Yeah, like I had blue tack and all sorts of shit trying to hold it up.
Before I had I have a tripod now that lifts up and it goes over there. But before I was using my webcam to film. So I had to try to get something across the back of the room here, and the ceiling slanted. So I had like duct tape all over my walls. And PJ laughs because he saw the behind the scenes, PJ Kobe, and he's like, "What the heck did you do to your room? There's like tape all over the place." Yeah,
you do what you got to do, right?
You gotta do what you gotta do. All for entertainment.
That's funny.
Now the song, Frankie, or shout outs?
Yeah, let's do. We've got Pulse remix.
Okay, so this is like some remixes of tracks I've done, like either with the Delicate Giants. Some are actual remixes that I've done for people. Some are just tracks that I like myself and have just chosen to remix because I like the artist or I like the track.
Very cool. Let's give it a spin. This is Pulse Remix. I don't have any more controls.
I broke your system.
To hit play.
It's there.
Can you hit play for me?
Yeah. How come it's not
don't
working?
have a control.
Look. Pirate vision, kitchenware, I was whipping, got my wrists like I want money don't make you solid, your chest make you 10 times more of the person you are before you got it. And all my jewels VIP trunk, where it's crowded, and I can't.
I think we're good.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The controls are gone from up here. I had controls up here.
You don't see the play button anymore in the green room?
No, now it's down at the bottom. It's okay. We're good.
I'll try to help you. I've never done it
That
before.
was amazing display of not just your musical talents, your video editing. That was just beautiful.
Lots of fun. Great mixes.
Yeah, no, it was like I enjoyed doing some mixes. Like doing remixes is kind of easier in some ways because you know what you got to play, right? But I like to make a spin on stuff. I'm not good enough to do a cover direct, like, you know, note for note. So I try and put a spin on them.
Very cool.
Sweet.
Hi, Piano Improv.
Yes.
And Bird's here now. Everybody wants me to play the green room. I'm not going to play the green room one. I mean, the green screen one again, but I do want to, I have to, want to mention your mom. Dot.
Yeah.
Who, anybody knows her, loved her. And, you know, through the magic of the wonderful world of YouTube, we got to actually meet her in person because she would always do the shows with you on Jade's. And we miss her. And I can't imagine.
Oh, the roast, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she did a lot more than that, but the roast that she did on Jade, and I know it was really hard on you. So sorry. I can say it to you.
Yeah, no, that was, you know, it is what it is, right? It's good and bad. So, you know,
yeah.
She wasn't, you know, she wasn't doing so well. So, in them terms, you're like, at least she didn't have to suffer. So,
exactly.
You know, that's not what she would have wanted. So, that's cool by me, you know.
And she was with
here's my
you,
memory of
which
Dot.
is good. Yeah, I know.
I was on the roast, and I decided I got brave enough to submit a song.
You were scared.
And it was A Million Stars Away, and it was just a 1992 rendition of it, where I did the bass and the TR-606 drum box. And anyways, we played it. and she just ripped that song apart. About a
was
month or two later, I took it off and I decided to re-record it in studio. No, it's a beautiful story.
She's supposed to make fun of it. That
because
was
she did say it's a great. She said something along the lines of like, obviously we can go back and look. It's a great song, but nah. yeah. But,
well, I know Russ had a very close relationship with his mom, which is awesome, and you lived together.
It was beautiful.
But you did have a hard time sometimes, though, Russ, and I have proof of that.
Yeah, what's that?
I have proof of you giving her a hard time sometimes.
Oh, yeah, totally.
All right, give me one sec.
Simple, Simon.
You know what I've done? I can't tell you anymore.
Well, you got your thumb stuck in the tub.
I've got me thumb stuck. Anyone else want to know? Oh, come on.
What?
Help me. Get it out.
Give her thumb out of there.
This is bloody heavy. Hurry up.
Put it on the table then.
Yeah.
Stop it. Oh. Russell, get her thumb out of there right now.
It's a good kitchen attachment.
I don't, Russell.
You'll be a good kitchen attachment in a minute.
I don't want you taking care of me, I'll tell you that. Jesus.
Wait a minute.
Russell, you take her thumb out of there right now.
Oh, this is far too much fun watching this.
Oh, shut up.
You're a prick.
Oh, Rave.
Oh, thank you so much for all your help.
You're so helpful.
She's so cute. You just sitting there filming her. So mean. No, she's an awesome sport.
Well, you know.
I felt that pain. The blood going to her thumb, trying to pull it out, and you're just filming.
Yeah, and you make it worse when someone else does it anyway.
Yeah. Nice. Frankie, what do we got coming up now? Because I have pages of stuff to ask Russ, but
we got the pianists and composers section.
Which
but
I think I started.
It. I don't see my video anymore.
You don't even see that?
Did you?
I didn't do a thing. Me uploading.
What have you done, Laurie?
It's not here.
It's.
Do you see it?
It's right
What's
there.
that?
That's Sal.
Okay, I see what we did.
Rewind all the way to the beginning?
Yeah.
All right.
Because my play button was gone.
That's weird.
We're going to do right here.
Are you touching it? Okay.
I'm fixing it right now.
Very odd.
Yeah.
That's me.
Right there.
Jesus. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, we're good. All right. So as you all know, every week we have a segment called the Pianists and Composers of Our Community, Brilliant Talents. We created this little segment, and it turned out to be a little bit of fun, weird fun, where many of us in the chat turned out to be like children in the sandbox in the garden. But a lot of respect to all these pianists and composers in our communities, and just brilliant talents. And so we created something a little different. Laurie sent DJ and I a song, and I put together a little video. And I still am missing a couple of pianists and composers, but I'm going to update it. But here it goes. Please, 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 as DJ and Justine put up the links, please go offer up some support.
And Frank, I don't know how to make that big. Do you have control back?
Yeah, I got it.
I can't make the pianist big.
I know how to make it big.
Yes. Uh-oh. That's not a piano.
That's all you.
There we go.
All right.
All right. pianists and composers of our communities.
The big dramatic stare
Absolutely
down.
beautiful.
I'm like, you got to end it with a drama. Thank you for playing that, Frankie. And everybody, all the pianists in that section are just so talented. I consider them all way more talented than me because I can play. I look at notes. But these people who can improvise blow my mind.
Gorgeous performance.
Thank you
Very
so
well
much.
done.
Thank you. Fun section.
Yeah, on Saturday when I used to be cooking me dinner, Chris Durham used to be on. I always used to put his channel on and listen
That's
to
where
it.
I met
yeah.
you. That's where I
really?
met you, Hugh. On Chris's channel, the noon.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Yeah. And Denise is amazing. Donna, everybody. Good times. So I wanted to ask Russ, I think you told me you stopped playing music you stopped doing music for like 13 years. Why? And what happened? This was before you broke even, right?
Yeah, we so the last record we done basically bankrupt us. We got ripped off by the people that were distributing it. So I needed to pay bills, so I had to go back to work. My friend went back to doing DJing and carried on, and he's doing his own stuff, doing a record label now.
Mm-hmm.
And my other friend went off and he's been doing like TV, and he does a lot of work for Netflix now. He does a lot of stuff on there. So
yeah, wow.
But we're still working together. We still all stay in touch, and we still touch
No
it.
hard feelings or anything. Yeah.
No, not at all. It was like it weren't our fault that it finished. So it is, it was just circumstance.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I had a PC, done some music for probably a year after that, and then PC crashed a couple of times, and I just got fed up with it. And then, 13 years later, my cousin come round, Gary, who plays a guitar in the Durkot Giants, and he had an iPad and was showing me an iPad. And I thought, oh, that's all right. And I got into the iPad. I had an iPad, went out, bought an iPad 2, and just started messing around making music.
So cool. Is that when you discovered Pete's and started to learn how to do things on iPads? Or?
No, see, I went in like where all you guys went in through Pete. I went in through Jade. Like I got introduced to Pete through Jade.
Through Jade. I knew Jade before.
Yeah,
Pete.
so I was going to Jade's channel. She was at the time doing stuff on LumaFusion and videos, and Pete Johns on YML. There wasn't a lot of videos. People weren't doing a lot of videos, but people that were standing out. So, Pete Johns just jokingly said to me, "Oh, like after I put the first video up, he was like, oh, that was really good. I bet you couldn't do that every week." And I went, yeah, I bet I can. So,
no.
So for 52 weeks, I give him a track and a video every week.
Awesome. That's a lot of work, though. Yeah, and Liz is saying you continue to still be a great DJ as well during all this.
Yeah, I still used to do that up until I obviously can't do it like I've done it now since I've had my stroke, but I can still throw me records on and have I can just about manage it.
Can we talk about your stroke for a second?
Yeah, if you want
to
talk
real
about
interviewer. Can we talk about your stroke for a little bit? So you had your stroke 2020?
Yeah,
2020. It was that recent. So we're only talking 5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years now. So
because I didn't know you before the stroke, so I just assumed it's something that happened a long time ago. How did that obviously?
I mean, literally, it was out of the blue. I was up watching the American Grand Prix, and
oh, really?
Yeah, I just felt dizzy. That's all I felt. And I got up to go to the toilet, and I just fell on the floor, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Wow.
And like I didn't at first think, oh, I'm having a stroke or anything. I thought, what the fuck's up with me leg?
Yeah.
And I couldn't get back on the bed, and my phone was on the bed.
Oh my gosh.
But I had fitted sheets on my bed, so I couldn't pull the sheet and pull the phone. So I just pulled my pillows off and went asleep. I woke up in the morning, and then when I still couldn't get up, I thought, oh, fuck, I'm in trouble.
Something's gone wrong. Oh, my God. So you stayed on the floor all night, and then did Dot find you, your mom?
When I had my stroke, I couldn't speak, so I couldn't call out to get
scary.
her. So when me and my mum, we got quite it's not massive house, right? But it's quite big. She lived downstairs, I live upstairs.
Yeah.
So, I had the stroke at probably 1 o'clock in the morning UK. She was asleep.
Yeah.
I heard her get up to the toilet at 6 o'clock in the morning or something, and then I was tapping the radiator, just making a noise.
Yeah.
And eventually, she called up, and eventually it was hard for my mum to get up the stairs. So she got up the stairs and then seen me on the floor. So.
That's so sad for both of you. So you couldn't call out to her. She didn't know what was going on. She had to try to get up the stair. You're so brave, and I say that with a lot of love for you, Russ, because you've been through a lot more than just that, and with your daughter and your wife's illness.
Yeah.
Your iPad.
Yeah. Well,
how do you do that? How do you stay so positive? You have such a great attitude.
Well, I just stay there isn't a choice not to I don't know. It's very easy to get down and think that everything's against you, right? But there's always someone worse off. So, as bad as you have got it, there is always someone that's, unless you're real rock bottom,
Yeah.
Like,
good message. Powerful message. Hi, Daniel. Daniel Jonas. Sonic.
Yes.
Yeah, I just when I heard about your daughter, I was like, what else could happen this year? And you've been amazing. And not only that, you're still doing this charity album.
Yeah, well,
it's a great segue, unless you need to take a break, Frank, and do shout outs. Sorry.
No, we've already started. Go ahead.
No, originally that was the whole reason for me coming here, right? Was to talk about the charity albums.
Yeah.
Again, that was something that sparked off via my wife, because she'd gone, or he's still going through a cancer treatments, and it was when she used to go to the hospital and see the kids having chemotherapy, the same as her, and she knew how shit she felt, and she felt, imagine what them kids are like. So that was the whole spark for it, was, it's the kids ain't even had their life to have a go at, my missus has had at least, seen a bit of life and done things and been there. But the kids ain't had that opportunity yet, and they're the future, right?
So sad, I know.
That's beautiful.
But how do you do something like? How do you even spearhead a project like that? I wouldn't know what to do. Well, you call the hospital first? Did you say, is this allowed?
Well, firstly, each week we hear people making great music, right?
Yeah.
So why not try and do something with what we do? There's so much music being made. For sure, we do our own stuff. We release our own albums. We put our stuff on BANDCAMP, and we appreciate each other. But why not turn that into trying to, I didn't know if it was going to work or not. It's the generosity of this community. It's the people drive it. We all know that when there's a big mountain to climb, you look up and you think, oh, fuck, I'm never going to get up there. But when everybody puts their hands out and reaches and pulls you up, when everybody gets together, and you only have to pull that person 5 foot up the mountain to make the difference.
Right.
And that's it. We've done it for my iPad, for Jade, for Brad, for Justine, for Heather.
Yeah.
It's just and you're a big driving part of that, Laurie,
Thanks.
There's a lot of untold stuff you do that I know about, right? So
thank you.
Yeah, so where you say, oh, Laurie is a glue of the community, you do, yeah, but take the gratitude that you deserve.
All right. Well, thank you. But I wouldn't know how to spearhead an album, how to get it piped into
Yeah, again, it's
ceilings
just,
of hospitals.
it's just getting on the phone. That's all I done was,
Yeah.
you know, started to look around. I thought, you know, I know from being in the hospitals and stuff in the UK, there is this service. So why not try and break into it? We can't get our
It's a
stuff
donation.
on.
It's a charity, so they're probably excited. Yeah.
Yeah, like everything about it makes sense.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thought that turned into an awesome project, and this is the second year now, right? But it's going to be fourth album or something.
You know, I'd like to be able to be doing it a bit more professionally, right? It's a bit Heath Robinson at the minute, but like I am working to that. I tried to do something with the last album by getting some other people on the project, some bigger artists to get some more awareness. This year will be different again because I'm hoping, well, we're in talks with these people that I'll be hosting a 3-hour radio show a week that I'll be able to play everyone's music, right?
Excellent.
Like, again, it's like, this is what we all want, right? We just want to get heard. So take the bull by the horns and, like, instead of, like, none of us can be asked to get off and send our music to radio stations. We're too vain, half of us, right? So, so if I can give that platform, I've already got a radio station that wants independent artists I talk to. By the end of a conversation, they're like, well, why don't you do a 3-hour show once a week? You know, I don't really need the time to do that. But I'm going to hook it up with Suzette in America, so it will be like before now. So it'll be in the UK and the USA. So
it's awesome.
Yeah, you know, I do care about you all. You don't see me in the chat and you don't see me chatting, but I am around.
We know you care.
And we know you're around. I do.
Yes. Yeah.
Go
ahead,
well,
Frank.
This is fantastic. DJ and JJ, you can go ahead and throw out these links for the upcoming shows and stuff, because I do want to get into the next song. It's The Pulse and Russ 88, 89, other stuff.
Yeah, it's just a bit of mishmash of, you know, I do so much stuff, it's just a bit of a combination of other bits and pieces. It's some of the earlier stuff, some of, like, you know, some stuff that people might not have seen, or I don't know.
Very cool.
All right.
Let's spin this up.
Sun, the Mediterranean blue, the sky, the children running on the beach that day. showed him birds marching in formation down to the sea and back. Down to the sea and back.
Out of the night that covers me, black as the composed poem. I think whatever God ever may be.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I love that.
And you're right.
Fun for us.
Brian was saying how much you care about the planet, and it shows in a lot of your videos how that comes to
Yeah,
the
I mean,
forefront.
yeah, but you got to, right?
Yeah,
You do?
you do, but a lot of people don't, right? There's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still guilty of not probably separating every bit of trash correctly, but you know, I try to do little bits, and it annoys me that you see these. You know, I live in London, right? So you see all the buildings all lit up at night. And I know how much it costs to run that shit, right? So, you know, you think, oh, does switching off my light switch make a difference to the world when these people are doing this sort of stuff? For sure. But, you know, you have to feel like you do say, right?
It's great that you bring awareness to it, though, in your videos.
And I look better in the dark anyways. The Folk Punk's asking how many tracks have been submitted so far to the USA.
I think I got about 10 submitted at the moment. That's why it's, we're putting on the back of Songtember this year because the time was squeezed up a little bit. I mean, there was time, but it's a little bit. It takes the pressure off of people having to reach that deadline on the 13th, and then not. If they want to send their track into the YML show, absolutely fine, because Pete only plays 2 minutes, right? So, you know, it's not gonna spoil the album. That
as long as I don't
what
post
I
a
did,
video.
just if it helps anybody out there, I am taking you up on that, and I've got who do I got? Sorry, James Myers doing the. I laid down a bass track, 2 guitars and 2 vocals, and I want to do just a rough, ready, like produced track, and then I'm gonna release and not post a video because that's the idea, and then put it on the album. With some added things to it.
Yeah, I mean, even if people want to make their videos and send them into the YML show, I haven't got a problem with that. Like, I don't wanna take away anything from people that get involved in Pete's project, but I also want to give people the opportunity that maybe haven't considered the charity album, that they can submit to that as well.
That's nice. Cool.
Yeah. That's I'm sure that's going to help a lot, for sure.
Yeah, if any, like, I know everything is always last minute on this stuff, so, you know, I'm cool.
Not all of us can create 4 original songs in a week like Frank Turzo, but
so we appreciate right now. I'm in the process of the going to the studio, and I think there's 4 more tracks to complete for that album. But who knows? You're right though. Maybe by October 13th, another one will pop in my head.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like, we see ourselves. Some people can knock out a track every week. Some people, you know, it's half a year. Like, it's the way it is, right? Everyone's different, and I accept that. You know, not everybody can, you know, people miss one album, but then made sure they got on the next one, you know? So, same again will happen, I'm sure.
It's just beautiful stuff you're doing. You've got a huge heart. You're just such a kind soul. And I think I speak for everyone. We love you, Russ, and everything you do. You're just so selfless.
Oh, I appreciate that. You know, like, the thing is, I am lucky in the positions that I've found myself. Like you mentioned, the thing with my daughter, out of that come the meeting with this woman, Suzette Nicosa, out in the States, who hosted the radio show. The Uber driver knew my record. You know, what's the chances of that even happening, you know?
Yeah.
So things come back and bounce off things, and I'm like, I've always in the for me, I've had my fun in the music stuff, right? Like, there's people out there that have never been played on the radio, never had, like, so if I can get in the position and do that, why not?
That's awesome. That's so great. Hi, Michael Thompson.
You know, Thomas
absolutely.
does it, Pete does it, like on YouTube. What's the difference, right?
Yeah. And people love it. And Frank, you were talking about, I don't know if it was last week, when you first got played on Pete, you're like, oh, or maybe it was Costa. Yeah, he was like, oh my God, people are listening to my music. They're hearing it. It is.
Yeah. It caught me way off guard. I thought it was just whatever. I submitted it anyways, and then I get an email. I missed the first one, and the email said you were played on the YML, or no, I actually got to watch it. I was away up north.
Nice.
But then, and then the other wow moment was, I think it was on Ron Ward's show when you had Russ and Brad, and you kept talking about my music, and Brad was talking about any inner city
surfers.
Oh, the surfers.
And it was, I'm just saying, like, the little things, and this is why we're doing what we're doing here, just to pick up from what you all have done, because the littlest thing, the comment that you give, can really change a life, not just that moment. So kudos to you, Russ, and everybody.
But then, you know, it all goes around, comes around. I have a lot to thank to Jade, right? Like, she teaches how to do this stuff. Like, I wouldn't be doing videos. I wouldn't be in contact with the people that Jade's put me in contact with to be able to do some of the stuff I do, you know?
Right.
It's you know, we all feed each other, right? Like we don't, you know, you don't have to like every single thing. That's okay. We can like what you like, but we appreciate each other. That's the difference, you know. That's the difference that we've got, that we're lucky that we, you know, as a clique hang around together because we enjoy the company or what people do, you know. I've listened to different music. I wouldn't necessarily listen to, you know, what Ebby might do or Gary might do, but like, I've been to Ebby's house. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it gets more like the YouTube family is a bit deeper than just the music on the outside, you know. That's why we're connected for sure, you know, but we're connected as people as well.
Yeah. I mean, we all have one thing in common, right? That we love music, but also just talking in the chat rooms and getting to know each other. We say this all the time.
You know, no drama. I have a laugh. You know, I make music.
Yeah,
that's what we're here for. Like, we don't need the bullshit that, you know, goes with it sometimes. And
right.
But you can't odds it. We're like, the way I look at all this stuff is like, we're all different pubs, and, you know, you go from one bar to the next bar, and in that bar there might be a certain crowd, and in this bar there's a certain crowd, and you might not necessarily like that person who's drinking in that bar, so you go to that bar, you know. Like, so
totally like that.
You can tell you're from the UK because we would say we meet people at different ice rinks, from one ice rink to the other, and you're using the analogy of a pub, a bar.
I would use that analogy too in the US. Yeah. The pub crawl. YouTube's just a big pub crawl.
No, I love it. Sure, you know? Beautiful.
I love it. Yeah. And then you'd be like, oh, look at that one on the corner. I'm moving over to this pub. No, but we all try to, you know, if you're respectful and you're kind and, you know, all that stuff that we try to tell everybody to be, then you shouldn't have any drama.
Yeah, no, not at all. You know, like we're all here for the same reason at the end of the day, right?
Right.
Whether you make music or listen, or you know, we got people out there that are just supporters of us as musicians. You know,
Yeah.
so
they're huge too.
Fantastic.
It's all community. It's not just the people putting out music. Absolutely.
And then we also all get to know each other. Like for instance, Jamie has got me hooked on her daughter's fiance, Fellinger. He's on the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'm every morning checking out the stats. He's on the rookie camp.
I didn't know that.
It's just amazing when you get to know the community, even behind the music or behind their skill, their creations, whatever it is. It's just a
what
beautiful
we've
thing.
all got our lives behind, you know, what we just put up in front of us, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I say, I speak to Jade and Brad and Ali and Lena, and like, so they know all the shit that you're going through, that we come on here and everyone goes, how are you? And we all go, oh yeah, no, it's great. You know, not all the fucking drama that's going on in the background, because we've all got drama, right?
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, you have to spill out all of it.
Yeah, for sure.
All at once, but you know, and the opposite is true too. Just because someone doesn't act like they're sad or there's something going on, there probably still could be. So be kind. You know, you never know what's happened to somebody, even if they don't voice it publicly.
Yeah, like people have different problems, right? And what you might not think is a big problem, to them, it's, you know, the end of the world, right?
It's all that matters. Yeah.
So, you know, it's hard being. It's like having a big classroom for the different people and trying to cater for everybody, you know? Like,
you can't, yeah.
Yeah, you can't. So, but you can, you know, you get in groups of people that you feel comfortable with. That's cool.
For sure. Do we have more shout outs, Frank? Sorry. DJ saying shout outs.
No, we're good. I'm not gonna. No. I do want to play this next song because I know it means a lot. This is a real cool project that Russ is working on, along with Vero and Liza Day. You can tell us a little bit about it. The song that we have on cue is What's in Your Head. And the band is called A Cat Named Vienna.
Yeah, no, it is A Cat Named Vienna. And I like things to leave Easter eggs, right? I leave them all over my albums, and this one's the same. This project is very dear to me. Like, I like working with Vero. Liza Day is totally amazing, as you all know. Like, anyone that works with Liz is, you know, is always blown away. Yeah, this project has been in the making for 18 months or so. Like I say, like, it should be a good album. Like, it's got ups and downs because I've lost my daughter and my mum on the way. So, you know, that reflects in the writing on the way, I'm sure. But yeah, it's a project that.
Well, I love this song. It's amazing.
Yeah, I like something I've enjoyed doing and proud of. So
nice.
Very cool. Let's have a listen.
If a tall, tall tree falls, if the heart breaks. If the dreamer dies unrealized, hey, what's it gonna take? Distraction, satiated, adequately staying out of trouble. Under the radar, killing time while navigating, looking in the mirror. How do you go with those shadows? What's in your head when you shut your eyes at night? Where do you go when you sleep? What's in your head? Can you rest? What goes on in there? Are we the humanity, the hypocrisy, and up is down, science denied, books burning, children needing medical attention, daddy, mommy working 4 jobs, yet they can barely afford to starve. And yet some people say that they're lazy, that they should work even harder. Are you crazy? The sick get sicker, the rich get richer. How much is enough? Too much. What's it gonna take? Desperation, people erased, conveniently redacted. Oh, it's a clear picture to us survivors, gaslighters, and perpetrators, twisted reality. What's in your head? Can you really look in a mirror? I wonder, have you got a heart? And is there anything in there? If so, that cares for anything that your adulation and precious money. I'll tell you something, you can't take it with ya. What goes up must come down. One day, every single soul meets the day where we go, wherever we go. What's in your head? What's in your head? Weigh your money by your way through the eye of the needle. No, you can't take it with you. So, where do you go? Where do you go? Open your mind, Scania, open your eyes. It's a thin line between complacency and complicity. Where do you go? You can't take your money to erase your story. So where do you go?
Wow.
Absolutely brilliant.
Totally zoned out on it, even though I've watched it before. I've seen it before.
Well,
See it
yeah, I
going around.
mean, Lizard Day is amazing. Gerald, which is Vero's partner, done the video for that. He's into all the AI and computers and doing all that.
I know what program that is. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think there is a multiple set of programs, and I know it's quite heavy on the computer. He's got like powerful computers to do it all.
Oh,
that.
yeah. Very cool. Such a the wave of the song, but what everybody's saying, right, is like next level, epic. You set the bar. I mean, just amazing. So congratulations. We're looking forward to the album.
Yeah,
The
and I
upper
know
song.
we use that term. That song should be on radio a lot, but that song should definitely be on radio.
Gorgeous.
That is
Yeah,
just, it's
yeah.
different.
Well, we thought we'd better get the worst album track out of the way first.
That's your worst,
Right. Stop it. That's awesome. Well, you are going to be on the radio.
There's a good hook. Pre-order your CDs now. That's good. Nice pitch.
Fun. This night has flown. It's almost 10.
Yeah.
This is a long night, but I'm certainly not rushing. I mean, there's plenty we could talk to Russ about. So I'm not Russian. I'm Italian.
It's
stupid.
It's only 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning for us. It's all right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, we're good.
I think I wanted to ask you. So you mentioned Suzette. Did you do something for Donna Summer?
Yeah. So again, I mean, not directly, right? So through Donna Summer, the Donna Summer connection comes through Suzette, right? So she knows this rapper Amiga Red, who's from Boston.
I'm sorry, what? That's the first word.
He's from Boston, Amiga Red.
Amiga
Red. He's
it's
from
a name.
Boston.
Oh,
yeah.
Amiga
And
Red.
he's the nephew of Donna Summer. And he done a track with Donna Summer before she died. It was her last track.
Yeah.
And they released it some time ago, but it didn't do too well. So they rescheduled it, and I was able to do a remix of it, which is due out sometime around nowish, I think.
Ooh, I love it. Hi, Tails. Oh, I can't wait to hear that. Okay. Well, I love the 80s and the dance stuff. So a Donna Summers remix by Russ. Very cool.
Yeah, it probably won't be like what you think it's going to be like, but
it's
for the club.
I'll see. I'll just go to the Russ 8889 channel and dance then. I don't need
underground club stuff slightly different from what I release on YouTube. So
okay.
I mean, it's just like all that stuff I don't put on YouTube. I've probably got 50 videos waiting to go on YouTube at any time. Really, I'm always. You
can keep Pete busy for another year.
Yeah, right.
Well, right,
There's a lot of people like that, like you, Frank. Like you have several. Like when I do
not
music,
like that. That's a writing machine.
But I mean, you have all these ones that you sit on that you don't put out. When I finish one, I'm like, I want to put it out now. Like I want to put it out tonight, and so I could be done with it and then move to the next. I would be confused. I mean, I'm always doing 10 projects at once, anyhow. But once it's done, I want it out. I don't like to save things.
Well, the trouble is, right, I've got videos that are like 4 years old now, right? And I look at them and I think, that's not very good, really. The music's not, it's all right, but...
Yeah, I hear you. You always want to do it better. Right, I keep forgetting about that song. You have to remind me. We are doing a song together, but...
What's
cool. I was talking to the Mix Club because he's like, can we do our song? I don't know if he's talking about for the charity album or not, but... Anywho.
Sorry, that was from Michael.
Woo! Michael's here, yeah.
Yes.
Anyhow, thank you
I'd
so
like
much
to
for
say
being so open
thank
about
you to
everything.
Michael. He's always been a big supporter of my channel. He always turns up. I appreciate Michael.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, like Frank said, we all love you. So it's just the heart that you have and everything you're doing with the charity album and the music you put out. How could we not love you?
Well, I just do what I do, you know.
Exactly. Hi, Pookie. So what do you think about Benson Boone? Is he sexy? Do you know?
Yeah, I've not been too much into the Benson Boom thing. That
You don't
one
like Benson
passed me
Boone?
by.
Who is he?
I had to ask the same thing. Yeah, Jade
Oh.
loves him. Jade and Brad, they love him. I guess he's an American Idol star with like a porn stash. If you come back to our Friday night hang in the group chat room, you'll see all the wallpaper and it's all Benson Boone.
That's
too funny. Well, I hit all my questions. I think the only other question I saw that I didn't ask that maybe was missed. Dawn wants to know, do you play what instruments you play? Is it just the keyboard? Do you play something else? Is everything else created? I know you had a Roland.
Yeah, I mean, I would vaguely say I play a keyboard, you know, because from the start I've always drawn everything in by MIDI notes, so I do it note at a time.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
It's still working with music, so makes you a musician, right?
I've never called myself a musician. I'm more of a technician than a musician.
We'll
I think.
call you a musician. How's that? You're
Well,
definitely a musician.
Composer, producer,
yeah,
DJ.
I mean, I hear things like all the time when I'm writing a track. I can hear the next thing in my head, like to go in the track.
I love that. Yeah, you have this sense. Why is my camera getting all blurry all of a sudden?
That's yeah, it is.
I think
that's a
because
gift. That's
It is,
a
yeah.
gift, and you certainly have it. Well, here we go. What?
But if you didn't hear me before, Russ, thank you for being so open. I know I asked some open questions, but I know.
No,
I knew personally,
thank you
so, know.
guys.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
thank everybody for being here. And Liz, your wife is a doll.
no,
I mean,
thank
nothing
you
but
for
the best
doing
for
the
her.
interview, Laurie. You knew I was taking the piss, so you know.
I do. Thank you. And I can't wait till you come back out to the East Coast again.
Yeah, it'd be good. I'll get you another donut.
Boston cream donut.
Boston
Oh my
cream.
God. He
Make
did
sure
it.
you cross the border this time.
Yeah.
You were right there in Buffalo, and it's about an hour and a half away from me.
Not that far at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Frank.
Yeah.
Next
for
time.
sure.
Next time. We love you,
Well,
Russ.
once again, congratulations on these your initiatives that you're working on. Like I said, you got a huge heart, and it's just a beautiful thing that you're doing. Truly looking forward to your next the Child Cancer USA. Is that the actual?
That's for the USA. Yeah.
Yeah, and
so it's all like it's good because it's tied back to the original one, which was the Teenage Cancer Trust. So it's the same thing, but in America.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that at the beginning when JJ and I were doing some research. It's actually who did we see? Roger Daltrey, I think.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, they're the you know, I wouldn't say they're the founders, but they're big, the big names that are involved in it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think this
so.
is,
It makes sense, you know. It's music connected. It all kind of ties in for me, you know.
Awesome. And so October 13th is the deadline, and then you guys take about a month to get it all.
Yeah, it would just give Ivan the chance to compile everything. Like he's actually like busy again now, so I don't want to suddenly dump it on him. It'll only take him not too long, but I want to be able to give him the time, or
sure,
if we need to correct a track or whatever we need to do, it just give him some time to do it.
For sure. Makes
Excellent.
sense.
All right. I want to thank everybody, all the mods tonight, especially DJ Big Red and JJ, who helped me put this all these shows together every week. But I get the glory because I'm in the front, but they do all the work in the back.
Awesome guys.
Yeah, Laurie, this is, you shined again. I think you did a fantastic job tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
You asked the right questions. We got the solid answers.
Russ helped.
Really got to know a lot more of Russ 88, 89, the machine. I'm going to call him the machine. Yeah. Yes.
If I can, Frankie, just give one announcement. Personal announcement.
Of course you can.
I just, before your show, put out my thumbnail for Friday's show. I have a fun show planned. And I was reminded at dinner by my husband that I'm going to the island to see Cameron on Saturday for a festival. So I think I'm going to have to cancel because I have to get up at like 8 in the morning.
So
I can't stay up till.
What fun is that?
I know.
You started off with have a real fun show lined up.
It's a real fun show. But it's going to be postponed a week. That's what I was going to tell Hugh at the beginning because he picked a back and track for me. I think I can't stay up till 4 a.m. when I'm getting up at 8 and then going on a ferry and all that. So it's still out there. Sorry, Coob. I know you guys I love that you guys come over and have fun with me. Have fun with me. But I might have to postpone it. That's all I'm saying. Oh, and my fourth wall is up and I got my own mug today. And it's pink on the inside. How dirty is that?
I got my Mosh mug.
Yay! This is the pink and white one, but I'm on fourth wall now. That's Teespring. So I finally did the fourth wall.
I got my collection when everybody shows up. Here's Allie. There's Adorable Anarchy, and I've got some more upstairs.
Right now, well, you see mine over here. I got Vince, Hubs, Hetriani, myself, James Myers. Downstairs, I have Guitar Hack. I have some all over the place, and now I have a new Laurie's Mishmosh. So anyhow, there's my little plug. That's all. Since I'm not going to be on Friday, I'm plugging it here.
Well, Russ, thank you
guys.
once again.
Thank
you.
We're gonna
leave it to you
as well.
Yeah. Right. What do you got to say, brother?
I just want to thank everybody, like everybody that's around, like all the work Big Red does. I know you guys, like JJ, like you do a lot of stuff, you know, like we all just turn up and we enjoy your show, but there's a lot to put this together, and I appreciate that you do that for everyone.
Thank you, Russ, and we certainly appreciate you and all the artists that come on this show. And I'm honored. We are honored to have you up here. Like I said, I look at you as a real hardcore, solid musician with the experience, and it may be a little hobby right now to you, but you did it on a professional level. It's just amazing to have you on this.
He's gonna be a radio DJ now.
Yeah.
3 hours a week. That's good.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
No, it should be good. Like, we got ideas what we want to do, and we want to get people in and interview, and again, we're just in talks, all the different plans and how we're going to do it, and if we're going to split the show up, the USA and England, or how we're going to do it. I don't know.
Well, let us know.
But yeah, it's on the card. So
awesome, good stuff.
Love it. All right, we're gonna close out the show with a track that JJ and I put together, Change the World. Russ got involved with it, as well as I think 26 other artists. We've been closing the show every week with this song. This week, our good friend Mary from Italy wanted to be part of it, and she got put out an uncut version of it, pre-mixing, proper mixing and recording. Turned out pretty good.
Cool.
So this is our good friend Mary with Change the World. We're closing it out. Love you all. Peace.
Love you guys. Love you, Russ. Love you, cuz.
Take care. Thank you, Laurie.
Thank you.
Thanks, Frank.
Oh, you're more than welcome.